Y'all know what time it is, and I know y'all like, why does the prenup keep tagging me in this stuff? Just go ahead and share it one time on your timeline. I know you probably don't have time to really sit through the whole thing, but you can always come back later, do the replay, and see what you missed, because I got some tea today. And this is more than just tea, y'all. This is some news that I think is important for y'all to know, but it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. It's so crazy. I'm hyped. It's so crazy. So first things first, as I always say, leave your comments in the bottom if you have anything to say about anything that I'm talking about, so I can see your comments. So to kind of like y'all my co-host, so I kind of see what y'all got to say on the topic or whatever the case may be. But again, this is Tea Chat Live. Again, I told y'all Tea Chat Live is back, and I'm calling this season 2. So this is episode 2, and we're going to be doing only 20-minute increments, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, because, you know, you only need a sip of tea, and nobody wants to sit there and drink the whole pot. So just giving y'all a little taste of the stuff that's going on this week so far. Yes, boo, and it's only Monday. So y'all see the hashtags at the top. It's crazy. I see some of y'all come in and then leave out. I see you. Just go ahead and share it in your timeline for me. So first things first, we're going to talk about is the Starbucks CEO is leaving. I think this is a crazy story. We know about everything that's been going on in the news and stuff lately about, you know, the 2 black guys that got arrested at Starbucks. Then Starbucks went and changed their rules and said that anybody and everybody can use their restrooms. Then they also decided they was going to close the store. Last week they closed the store on Tuesday to say they wanted to do a racial bias training or whatever the case may be. But I guess nobody really realized that y'all really didn't get a chance to get any details of what that training consists of. So, no worries. I'm here to let you know a little bit about what that bias training was about, because it seems like nobody's really talking about what it consists of. I mean, they could have just went in there and just told them, yeah, this is the training, read all these papers and keep it moving. Let me tell y'all what happened. And this is the craziest thing I ever heard in my life. Let me go ahead and share this one time, because this is on a whole nother level. Hold up. Share it on my page. Okay. So, the Starbucks training that they decided that they wanted to have last week consists of worksheets, notebooks, and in a nutshell, they basically, Philly Mag, I'm going to leave a link in the comments. Philly Mag did an interview with 2 people who work at Starbucks and who were a part of that training, and they said that Starbucks completely missed the bat when it came to the racial and bias training. In a nutshell, they showed a whole bunch of videos of police beating up black people. Yes, a whole bunch of videos of police beating up black people. They showed the African American sit-ins in the protests from the 1960s, basically gave them a whole black person history lesson. And the people that they interviewed, one was Latino, one was black, they said they felt completely targeted, and they didn't even have like a diverse leadership team over the whole training. Like, they said they didn't even mention the complete situation that happened in Philadelphia with the 2 guys getting arrested in Starbucks. They never even mentioned it. They didn't even talk about it. Nobody discussed it or none of that. It was nothing but a history lesson and showing them videos, to the point where one girl literally had to leave the training because she was like, she couldn't handle all the videos of them showing police beating up people of color. It was crazy. It was crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that link in the bottom for you guys. Of course, you can always come back and read about that story later. I'm going to move on to the next story because y'all know, like I always say, we're trying to keep this down to 20 minutes. Just to give y'all kind of recap on all the tea that's going on this week. Again, read that story, y'all. It is crazy. I mean, we all know they had training, but come on. If that's training, let's no, that ain't training. All right, next up, Janet Jackson. So, it happened last night. Janet Jackson apparently had to call the police on her ex-husband. Y'all know she's on tour right now, and her ex-husband is actually taking care of her child. And apparently, her nanny called her, scared to death, locked herself in the bathroom, and was scared to death, and literally had to call Janet Jackson and let her know. So while Janet Jackson was on tour, she called the police, and the police showed up. Basically, they called it a welfare check. The police showed up to see if the baby was okay, and of course, the police determined that the baby was okay. But personally, I don't know how I feel about that. If somebody is hiding in the bathroom because they're scared, and you're supposed to be watching, and the other person, the daddy or whatever, is supposed to be watching the baby, we don't know what he told the police. They could just be reporting that the baby is okay. I'm sure the baby is fine, but I think it was some other stuff going on there that we probably won't hear about for at least the next few weeks. Anyway, like I said, Janet Jackson is on tour right now, so yeah, let me know what you think about that in the comments. Next up, Ariana Grande. I know many of y'all probably don't know who Ariana Grande is, but some of y'all do know or remember who she is from when she dated Big Sean. But also, she recently just broke up with Mac Miller just a few weeks ago, and now she has been dating Pete Davidson. And if y'all know who he is, he's that funny looking dude that's on, he funny, but he also funny looking dude that's on Saturday Night Live. And she's been dating him, and it's only really been about a week or two that they even announced that. He already got a tattoo, 2 tattoos, for Ariana Grande on his body. So he got her bunny ears on the side of her neck, and then he got her initials on his wrist, which is crazy to me. But hey, I guess some people be falling in love hard. A lot of people on Twitter and fans are saying, hey, I get a tattoo of Ariana Grande on me too. But I don't know. Seems kind of short. I mean, have you ever been with somebody for 2 weeks and got a tattoo on you just because they did, just because you was like, like them so much? Not me. But it also makes me think that maybe Ariana Grande and Mac Miller had already been maybe seeing other people, because you don't get no tattoo on your neck if you only been seeing somebody for a week or two. So I think that relationship probably was lasting a little bit longer than reported. So, but good luck to Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson. Y'all know who that is. Next up, we got Reese Witherspoon. Now, some of y'all old heads, millennials, if y'all like me, y'all remember the first Legally Blonde that came out back in 2002. The sequel came out in 2003 with Reese Witherspoon. Apparently, 16 years later, here they go trying to do a reboot of the movie. Legally Blonde 3 is currently in the works. Are you going to watch it? Are you here for it? Does it still have an audience? I mean, 16 years later, I mean, that's a whole nother genre of teenagers right there, raised completely different than the first set of teenagers that watched it in 2002. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But good luck with that, Reese Witherspoon. Next up, we got Kanye. Now, y'all know Kanye West been in the news all week. Right. No, ma'am. Y'all know Kanye West been in the news all week. We know about his album. I've talked about his album cover. They didn't create a Yee generator. So now you can make your own Yeezy album cover of your own. I made me a few. I posted it on Twitter. So apparently, in an interview, Kanye West explained that he is actually bipolar, and he got diagnosed with bipolar when he was 39, which is just last year. He is now 40 years old, so he said he got diagnosed at 39, and there's not no telling how long he's had it. And he said that he feels sorry. I guess he's kind of like on this whole mental health thing now, because apparently he says that a regular person can't just go into TMZ, say all the stuff they said and then bounce back the next day. Like a regular person would have did that, went into their job and said some stuff like that. They would have woke up the next morning, not understood or not knew what happened, and they would have been fired from their job. But that didn't happen to Kanye. So I'm guessing we can chop it up and say Kanye West was, when he went on his rant last week and was saying all the crazy stuff he was saying, that he was, he was going through one of his bipolar, episodes or whatever the case may be. I don't know. We'll see what more, but it does explain over the years the different attitudes that Kanye West has kind of went through, the different emotions he's went through. So, and people can go undetected with bipolar for a really, really long time. So I'm thinking, and then usually the really, really, really creative people, really, really strong artists are usually the one that usually ends up having, sometimes having mental health issues. So I can understand that. I don't know if I'm gonna uncancel him yet, but people are saying his album is fire. We'll see. All right, y'all. So y'all know I got so much tea. Again, if you see this video, if you tagged in this video, go ahead and share it one time for your mind on your timeline. Like I always say, add a friend, tag a friend. And again, I'd like to keep this new T-Chat Live really short and sweet and kind of give y'all a rundown of everything I know and all the tea that I know about. Okay, so keep it moving. Kanye West, again, he is officially opening up his subsidiary of his business called Ye Homes. So, yes, I said it. Ye Homes. Kanye West is going to be opening up his affordable homes. If anybody watched a live video, I think it was maybe 3-4 weeks ago, he did a live video where he was kind of like walking around where he wanted to buy these homes and whatever the case may be. So he's opened up a branch called Ye Homes or Ye Properties, or whatever it's called, and he's going to be providing affordable housing for people and basically make money with that. It's going to be called Yeezy Home, so definitely look forward to that soon. Would you apply to stay in a Yeezy house? I mean, I know I would, which is kind of weird when Kanye West literally not too long ago was saying that he was bankrupt, but now you're about to buy some homes and provide affordable homes. But hey, it is what it is. That's Kanye West for you. Let me know what you think about let me know what you think about that in the comments about Kanye West and his affordable homes and him having bipolar. What you think about Legally Blonde 3 coming out after 16 years? Is the audience still there? And of course, the whole drama with the Starbucks CEO stepping down from the company after working there for 40 years. I find it really, really suspect that he's quitting literally a month after all this stuff happened with the guys getting arrested, and after this whole bias training, you stepping down a month later. Yeah, real suspect to me. All right, y'all. Y'all know about the African American Museum, the Smithsonian one that's in Washington, D.C. Apparently, they are going to be opening up a whole exhibit fully dedicated to Oprah Winfrey. Now, y'all know when we was younger, when we had to do them Black History reports, we always had them little, them colored Black History books that had Oprah in it. So now she's about to get her own full-blown exhibit. So if you haven't made it to the African American Museum yet in D.C., which I know be sold out literally 6-7 months in advance, you probably definitely want to go ahead and get those tickets to go see. Yes, she gave them all that money. They better give her exhibit. I know that much. So she's going to be getting an exhibit that's basically going to show her whole life, her being one of the richest African American females in media. And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm still trying to find out whenever I'm going to be able to get a chance to go there. Maybe I'll probably go there next time. They have a conference in DC. I don't know. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and move right along. Next up, so much news, y'all. Trey Songz is getting sued by the Detroit police officer that he beat up back in December 2016. So if y'all remember, Trey Songz had this moment where he was, I don't know, acting real gangster during some of his concerts. One of his concerts he had in Detroit, I remember talking about it back in 2016. And he beat up this cop and said some hateful things. The cop's name is Detroit Sergeant Robert Avery. He said that he punched him, kicked him, all this stuff. It's video footage of it, and he, of course, called him some hateful comments that he wasn't he wasn't liking those comments. So, do you think a cop can sue somebody for hitting him? I mean, he already got arrested. He paid, right, almost 2 years later. He already paid the fines. He went to jail. I mean, I can understand suing somebody, but if that was a regular person, Ray Ray on the east side, would you be suing Ray Ray because he punched you? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, I mean, let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you punch a cop, should they only be suing famous people for doing it? Or should they be trying to sue everybody? But apparently this cop is trying to sue him. So we will see how that goes. I don't know. All right, y'all. So, last but not least, because like I told y'all, I want to keep this short and sweet, giving you just a little bit of tea. Last but not least, Apple is rolling out a new update, y'all. Yes, a new update, okay? Now, instead of FaceTiming with just your friend, you are going to be able to FaceTime with up to 32 people. What? I mean, what? I could understand. I could understand FaceTiming with maybe 2 people, because I do Facebook Messenger with both of my sisters on the inbox. I mean, Apple, you kind of late, because Facebook been doing it. But at the same time, y'all know Apple like to steal stuff, so they probably stole the technology. But again, they all share it. But according to TechCrunch, Apple is rolling out a new upgrade for their new iOS 12 software, along with launching an upgrade also to all the iPhones, where you're going to be able to video chat with up to over 30 people, like 32 people. I don't even barely know 3 people that I could chat with right now that ain't my sisters. So I don't know, maybe that's going to be a feature that like companies or businesses can use. Like if you don't want to show up to a meeting, then y'all could just be like, yo, put me on the 32 people FaceTime. It's definitely not going to be able to work with Android. But April, the Facebook Messenger, when you do Facebook Messenger and do the FaceTime, you can do more than 3 people. Right. Nobody's FaceTiming 32 people. Like, who does that? So it sounds like another one of those features that they like to roll out just for people. Okay, so that's all the tea that I did as far as research. Anything else I know off the top of my head is Facebook is going to be canceling that whole section. I don't know if y'all pay attention to it, but there's a section on Facebook that gives you all the trending news and stuff that's going on. Facebook is canceling that, and now all you're going to be doing is getting what they call it, breaking news alerts. You're not going to be getting trending news anymore. It is part of Facebook's journey into trying to get more viable, real news sources, and not so much fake news, because we all know that fake news can trend over real news any day, and they're trying to cut all that out. All right. What else do I know off the top of my head? Oh yeah, according to study, Facebook apparently is not that popular among kids anymore. Facebook is becoming a place for all your aunties and all us millennials that is basically 25 and up, 30, all of us, not the teenagers. More teenagers, of course, are going over to Instagram now, and Facebook is becoming a place for all those aunties and uncles like me and you. So, whoa, breaking news. Did this just happen? So apparently, according to the comments, Trump just announced that NFL champions, when you know how they usually win the championship, they are no longer even allowed to come to the White House anymore. So no more of those trending stories about, yeah, I don't want to go to the White House. Trump just said that they're not even allowed. I'm sure it's not a law. It's probably just something he put in. But I guess just to avoid the whole conversation, they just said that the NFL athletes are no longer allowed to the White House. I don't know, y'all. All this stuff sound crazy. Last week, y'all done passed the law saying that they not allowed to kneel. This week, y'all saying they not allowed to the White House. As if I'm kneeling, I want to come to the White House. But exactly. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Y'all. 2 more years, y'all. 2 more years. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. That is your tea update for the week. Y'all know I try to keep this under 20 minutes. And, of course, I will be back on Wednesday because there's a lot of stuff I didn't even talk about, y'all. But that's just to keep you informed with just a little bit of taste. Go ahead and share this again on your timeline. Add a friend, tag a friend, as always. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.
Don't forget, you can follow me on all social media. The links are in the info box. And thank you for watching.